Senator Pryor.
Mr. Chairman, I'm going to have to remind you that we do have to leave at 2:30. I apologize for that. Normally I'd stay, but we're due in the House. And
that is my understanding, and we're within 6 minutes of finishing at the 2:30 deadline, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Chairman, thank you. I'm not sure my microphone's working today for some reason, so I'll borrow this one over here. And I noticed that the majority leader came in. Would he like to say a few words? I do not want to knock him out of sequence. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. You know, in Arkansas, Mr. Secretary, we have an expression that says you cannot unring the bell. And at this point, we know where we find ourselves, and that is these photos, and as you indicated, there may be more to come, and even videos to come, are now in the public domain. And we all know that they will be used to undermine U.S. credibility for years to come, and that they put our soldiers at more jeopardy inside Iraq and other places today than they were just a few days ago. In fact, this morning, I must tell you, I had trouble explaining the photographs and what's going on inside that prison with my 10-year-old son. They're very, very hard to explain. Mr. Secretary, let me say this, that there's been a pattern that I have to bring to your attention from our perspective, and if I can just say this, in the last 7 days, some of the revelations that we've heard about Iraq, you know, first for months and months, we've asked, do you need more troops inside Iraq? And in the last few days, even though you've assured us many, many times, and many people at the Pentagon and the White House have said no, we now have learned that you do. Secondly, we've asked for weeks and weeks and weeks, maybe months. Senator Byrd could probably tell you more than I could about that, about whether you'll need a supplemental. And originally the answer was no, at least not until very, very late in the year, and now it appears that you do. We've been surprised on those two occasions. Now we're surprised today. And Mr. Secretary, I must tell you that we do not like these type of surprises here in the Congress. And I don't want to sound glib in asking this question, but let me ask, we know the photographs are coming out, but do you anticipate anything else coming out in relation to this story that we need to know about today?
Well, I'm certain there will be. You've got 6 investigations going on. You can be absolutely certain that these investigations will discover things, as investigations do, and that they'll elevate other individuals for prosecution in criminal matters. And you can be certain that there's going to be more coming out. With respect to your other comments, I do need to answer this. I mean, the commanders on the ground from the beginning asked for and received all the troops they needed, all the troops they wanted, all the troops they asked for. They got them. You're right. General Abizaid called up and said, look, the situation in Iraq is difficult. I'd like to keep an extra 20,000 during this crossover period and go from 115,000 to 135,000. And we said yes. And I went to the president, and the president said yes. And the senior military advisor, General Myers, said he thought that was correct. And that's, you say you don't like surprises. My Lord, who likes surprises? Nobody in the world likes surprises. But the world's not perfect. Facts change on the ground. And when facts change on the ground, commanders tell us. And when commanders tell us, they get the troops they need. Now on the budget. You don't like surprises. Well, I don't either. It happens more troops are needed and more money's needed. And it happens that it's a difficult thing for the military commanders to cash flow, taking out of one account to sustain something that came up that was not anticipated. And so the president said, fine, he didn't want to ask for a supplemental. General Myers and I went into him and said, we think we need one. We think that that's not a good way to manage the Department of Defense, by jerking money out of one account and sticking it in another account, trying to get reprogramming authority by the Congress. And we said we believe that it's the appropriate thing to do. He didn't want to do it. He knew what he'd said, but he said he'd do it. Now, that's not a surprise. It's just a fact.
Mr. Chairman, thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
One last point of clarification. On your chart, it says that the...
Senator, I'm going to have to ask that you defer to your colleague, Senator Davis.
We'll do it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.